on May the 29th from Mallorca, Spain, on a little country drive into the mountains here. I've just, and up here it goes to the castle of Alaro. Can I see anything up there? I don't think I'm gonna go here now at the moment. But I just stopped off in a little town here. Sorry, while I'm shifting gears here. I stopped in a little town called Alaro, which is nestled right up against the high mountain range here, the Serra de Tramuntana. And I'm gonna go on a country drive to another little village called Bunyola. You see it right here, and it goes through the mountains. And I think it's gonna be a really nice drive. Oh, I'm missing a gear. And I wanted to show you this mountain panorama here. These two mountains that have an inlet in the middle, a nice valley in the middle. One of those perfect routes for cycling here in Mallorca. They're almost like twins on each side of this inlet here. My ultimate destination today is La Granja, which is an old mansion in the middle of the mountain town of Esporles. And that mansion has a bunch of historic demonstrations, folkloric dancing. It's almost like an outdoor museum. And every Friday, I think every Wednesday and Friday, they have craft demonstrations and so forth. And I wanted to see a little bit of authentic Mallorcan art and traditions, and that's why I'm driving over there right now. I think I'm gonna let this person pass. I'm just gonna go slow and let them pass. Go ahead. Yes, that's good. That way I'm not holding people up. There we go. I'm driving very carefully on these roads because they're very narrow. They're winding roads. This is actually a wide road. Col d'Orient. Ah, there you go. 5% incline. So they're pretty steep roads, winding roads. You can't really see around the corner at all. So you have to be really careful when driving. But they're some of the most beautiful roads around through these pine-clad mountain ranges here. Everything is marked very nicely. The minute you enter the Tramuntana region, they give you a sign that you're entering this mountain range. This is truly the most scenic portion of Mallorca, and I've been exploring it extensively. I'm a huge fan of the combination of oceans and mountain, and that's one of the reasons why I selected Mallorca in general, because obviously it's an island, so it's surrounded by the sea. It's historic, going back thousands of years, so there's lots of history here, and it's got a great climate, so for me it's almost a perfect vacation destination. As a matter of fact, lots of northern Europeans have made Mallorca their permanent home. Lots of Germans, some Brits in different areas have created businesses and have moved down here permanently, or they have retired here, which attests to see, there's a finca here, a 4-star hotel. See, that's what they call agroturismo, or rural tourism. At the beginning, when Mallorca started out as a tourism destination, a really popular mass tourism destination, in the early 1960s and 70s, almost all the tourism was concentrated on the coast. In recent years, probably the last 20 years or so, the local government of the Balearic Islands has done a lot to promote inland tourism. And that's really where you find some of the most stunning landscapes, inland in the mountains, and particularly former farms where people used to grow olives, oranges, citrus fruits, almonds, and so forth. Many of these farms have now been turned into locations for agroturismo, and you can stay there. It's not a cheap type of accommodation. It'll probably cost you 120 euros and up to 200 euros, maybe 250 a night. It's definitely not inexpensive, but it's high quality tourism. You're staying, and I'm going to stay behind this bicyclist here because I can't really see around the corner. Oh no, it's okay. And you're staying in these former farms, historic mansions most of the time, country estates, really large properties that have been nicely renovated and modernized, and they always have interesting local history. Another concept that's being promoted here on the island of Mallorca is cicloturismo, and you can see we just passed a cyclist. He looked like more of a serious type of cyclist, but I've seen a whole mix of biking enthusiasts here on the island, from racers, professional racers that would participate in. See, there's another finca over there. Let me see if I can get a better view. Yeah, there we go. And here we see the non-professional cyclists, a whole group of cyclists that are cycling down here. It looks like half naked. No, he just has a pink shirt on, that's why. So these are the hobby cyclists basically that come to the island and enjoy a little bit of sport. But I would imagine you would have to be fairly fit to be cycling up and down these mountains here. So it's a great destination. There's water sports. Yesterday in the Bay of Poyensa, I was watching the kite surfers. That was an extremely windy location, and there were probably about 30 different kite surfers there. So where am I here? Terme Municipal de Bunyola, benvinguts. Okay, so we're getting close to the village of Bunyola now. So lots of things to do right here in Mallorca.